Hey everyone, welcome to Everyday English Study for Everyone. I'm Alex.
And I'm Avetta. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Before we dive into today's amazing topic, we have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying our podcast, please hit that subscribe button right now.
Yes, and don't forget to click the like button and drop a comment below. Tell us where you're listening from. We love hearing from you.
Your support means the world to us. It helps us create more content and reach English learners everywhere. All right, shall we get started?
Absolutely. So, Alex, I have a question for you. What season makes you want to curl up with a warm drink and never leave your house?
Oh, that's easy. Winter. And funny enough, that's exactly what we're talking about today.
Perfect timing. Today's episode is all about winter, the season that some people absolutely love and others, well, not so much.
That's me. I'm definitely in the not so much category. But I know you're a huge winter fan, right?
Guilty as charged. I absolutely adore winter. The crisp air, the first snowfall, wrapping up in layers, it's magical.
See, you say crisp air, and I hear painfully cold. But that's what makes this conversation fun. We have totally different perspectives.
That's true. And our listeners probably have different feelings about winter too. Some of you might live in places where winter means snow and freezing temperatures, while others might have mild, rainy winters.
Great point. And for those of you in the southern hemisphere, like Australia, New Zealand, or South Africa, winter happens during our summer months in June, July, and August.
Exactly. The world is wonderfully diverse, but no matter where you are, learning to talk about winter in English is super useful.
So let's start with the basics. Iveta, how would you describe winter to someone who's never experienced it?
Good question. I'd say winter is the season when nature takes a nap. Trees lose their leaves, animals hibernate, and everything slows down. The days get shorter, the nights get longer, and temperatures drop significantly.
That's poetic. I'd add that winter is when you need extra layers of clothing just to survive going outside for 5 minutes.
Oh, you're so dramatic. But yes, winter clothing is definitely important. Speaking of which, let's talk about temperature vocabulary because this is essential.
Okay, so the most basic word is cold. Pretty straightforward, right? When the temperature is low, we say it's cold.
But here's where English gets interesting. We have so many ways to describe different levels of cold.
True. So if it's just a little bit cold, we might say it's cool or chilly.
Cool is usually pleasant, like a nice breeze. Chilly means you might want to grab a light jacket.
Then we have cold. That's when you definitely need a proper coat.
And if it's really cold, like seriously uncomfortable, we say freezing.
I use freezing all the time. I'm freezing or it's freezing out there.
You know what's funny? We use freezing even when it's not actually at freezing point, which is 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's a great point. It's more about how we feel than the actual temperature.
We also have bitter cold. That's when the cold is harsh and biting, especially with wind.
Ugh, wind chill is the worst. When the wind makes everything feel 10 times colder.
And let's not forget frosty. That's when you wake up and see frost covering everything. Cars, grass, windows.
It looks pretty, but it's a nightmare when you have to scrape ice off your car windshield in the morning.
True. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite winter word, snow.
Okay, I'll admit it, fresh snow is beautiful. For about 2 hours.
Oh, come on. Snow is wonderful. So let's teach our listeners some snow vocabulary.
The word snow works both as a noun and a verb. As a noun, look at all that snow. As a verb, it's snowing.
We can also say it's snowing heavily or it's snowing lightly.
Or we have specific terms like flurries. That's light, scattered snowfall.
And a snowstorm is when there's heavy snow, often with strong winds.
The worst is a blizzard. That's an intense snowstorm with very strong winds and low visibility. You can barely see in front of you.
When snow has fallen and is sitting on the ground, we can describe it in different ways.
Fresh snow or powdery snow is light and fluffy, great for skiing.
Packed snow is compressed and firm, good for making snowballs.
And then there's slushy snow, or just slush. That's partially melted snow that's wet and messy. I hate slush.
Yeah, slush isn't anyone's favorite. We also have ice to talk about too, frozen water that's hard and slippery.
Icy is the adjective. Be careful, the sidewalk is icy. This is genuinely important because you can really hurt yourself slipping on ice.
Absolutely. Black ice is especially dangerous. It's a thin, transparent layer of ice on roads that you can't see.
Now, let's talk about what we wear in winter because this is where things get interesting.
Yes, winter fashion is all about layers.
The most important item is a coat or winter jacket. This is your outer layer that protects you from the cold.
Some people wear a parka. That's a heavy coat with a hood, often filled with down or synthetic insulation.
I have a parka and it's like wearing a portable blanket, so warm.
Then we have the accessories, scarf, gloves, and hat.
A scarf wraps around your neck to keep it warm. You can also say wrap up, like wrap up warm before you go outside.
Gloves cover your hands and have separate spaces for each finger.
Mittens are similar, but your fingers stay together. Supposedly they're warmer because your fingers share heat.
Though with gloves, you can use your phone, which is a big advantage.
True. For hats, we have different types. A beanie is a close-fitting knit hat.
Wool hat or knit cap, basically the same thing with different names.
Some winter hats have ear flaps, those parts that come down to cover your ears.
Don't forget boots. Winter boots are essential for walking in snow and keeping your feet dry.
And they usually have good traction or grip on the bottom to prevent slipping.
We also layer clothing underneath. Thermal underwear or long johns are worn under your regular clothes for extra warmth.
Definitely wear those when it's super cold.
Okay, so now that we're all bundled up, let's talk about winter activities.
Finally, the fun part.
What do you like to do in winter, Alex?
Honestly, I'm an indoor person during winter. I love staying home, making hot drinks, and enjoying cozy activities.
That's totally valid. What kinds of things?
Well, I love baking in winter. There's something about making cookies or bread when it's freezing outside. It warms up the house and smells amazing.
Oh, I love that too. What else?
I'm big on movie marathons, watching multiple films back to back. Winter is perfect for that.
Do you have a favorite type of movie for winter?
I love feel-good films or mysteries, something I can get lost in for a few hours.
What about hot drinks? You mentioned those.
Oh yes, hot cocoa or hot chocolate is the classic winter drink. Sometimes I make mulled wine. That's wine heated with spices like cinnamon and cloves.
Delicious. I also love spiced cider, hot apple cider with spices.
And of course, regular hot tea or coffee. There's nothing better than wrapping your hands around a warm mug when you're cold.
I completely agree with that. But I also love outdoor winter activities.
I knew you would. Tell us about them.
Well, my absolute favorite is skiing. You strap long boards to your feet and glide down snowy mountains. It's thrilling.
That sounds terrifying to me, but I know lots of people love it.
It's not for everyone. There's also snowboarding, similar to skiing, but you stand sideways on one board.
Like skateboarding but on snow?
Exactly. Then there's ice skating. You wear special boots with blades and glide across frozen ice.
I've tried that. I spent more time falling than skating, but it was fun.
Everyone falls at first. It's part of the learning process. You can ice skate on frozen ponds, lakes, or at indoor skating rinks.
What about activities that don't require special skills or equipment?
Oh, plenty. Sledding or tobogganing is super fun. You sit on a sled and zoom down snowy hills.
That does look fun. Kids love it.
Kids and adults. There's also building snowmen, a classic winter activity.
Everyone knows what a snowman looks like. 3 snowballs stacked up, stick arms, stone eyes, carrot nose.
And you can make snow angels by lying in the snow and moving your arms and legs to create wing shapes.
Don't forget snowball fights, throwing snowballs at your friends.
That's always entertaining, though your hands get pretty cold and wet.
Some people also enjoy winter hiking, walking through snowy forests and trails.
Yes, the scenery is beautiful, especially when everything is covered in fresh snow.
Okay, I'll admit that sounds peaceful.
See, there are winter activities even for indoor people like you.
Maybe, but let's talk about how winter makes us feel, because it's not all positive for everyone.
That's important to discuss. Winter affects people differently.
For me, winter often makes me feel lethargic or sluggish, like I have less energy.
That's really common. The shorter days and less sunlight can affect our mood and energy levels.
Some people experience seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, a type of depression related to seasons.
Yes, and it's important to recognize those feelings and take care of your mental health. Light therapy, exercise, and talking to professionals can help.
On a lighter note, winter also brings certain feelings that many people enjoy.
Definitely. Winter makes me feel cozy, that warm, comfortable, safe feeling when you're inside your home.
Oh, I love that feeling, especially when you hear wind or rain outside, but you're warm and dry inside.
There's a Danish word, hygge, that captures this perfectly. It's about coziness and contentment.
Winter is also a time for nostalgia, thinking about past memories, childhood winters, family traditions.
And it's a festive season with various celebrations and holidays.
The holiday season in December brings excitement and joy for many people.
People often feel more generous and reflective during winter.
It's a time to slow down, spend time with loved ones, and appreciate simple pleasures.
Now let's practice some useful winter phrases that our listeners can use in real conversations.
Great idea! Let's start with talking about the weather, the most common small talk topic.
You can say, "It's freezing out there," or "Bundle up, it's cold today."
Or, did you see how much snow we got last night?
The roads are really icy. Drive carefully.
If you want to complain about winter, you might say, I can't wait for spring. Or, I'm so tired of this cold weather.
That's very you, Alex.
Hey, I'm honest. What about making plans?
You could say, "Want to grab some hot chocolate and warm up?"
Or, let's meet inside. It's too cold to walk around.
How about we go ice skating this weekend?
I'm thinking of staying in tonight. Want to come over for a movie?
When you're cold, you might say, "I'm frozen," or "I need to thaw out."
My hands are numb from the cold.
And when you come inside from the cold, it feels so good to warm up.
These are all natural, everyday phrases that native speakers use constantly.
Practicing them will make your English sound more fluent and natural.
Before we wrap up, let's share some tips for learning winter vocabulary.
My first tip is to experience winter mindfully. When you're outside in the cold, actively think about how to describe what you're feeling and seeing in English.
That's great advice. My tip is to watch winter-themed movies or shows in English. You'll hear these words and phrases in context.
You could also read weather forecasts in English. They use a lot of winter vocabulary.
And follow social media accounts from places with different climates. You'll see how people around the world talk about their winters.
Try keeping a weather journal. Write a few sentences in English each day about the weather and how it makes you feel.
The key is to make it relevant to your life. Don't just memorize lists. Use the words.
Absolutely. Language learning should be practical and personal.
Well, everyone, we've covered so much today. Temperature words, weather conditions, clothing, activities, and feelings related to winter.
We really did, and now it's your turn to practice. We have a question for you. What's your relationship with winter? Do you love it, tolerate it, or dread it? And why?
Write your answer in the comments below. Try to use at least 3 winter vocabulary words from today's episode. For example, I love winter because I enjoy ice skating and drinking hot cocoa. The frosty mornings are beautiful.
Or, "I don't really like winter because it's too cold and dark. I prefer to stay indoors where it's cozy."
Finally, if you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to Everyday English Study for Everyone.
Hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. We post new content regularly to help you improve your English.
Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's conversation. It really helps us reach more learners.
And share this with friends who are learning English. Learning together is more fun.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. You're doing an amazing job with your English learning journey.
Keep practicing, stay curious, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn.
Whether you're experiencing winter right now or summer, we hope you found this useful.
We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, happy learning!
Bye, everyone.